On the TVPaint website, there are examples of project files that you can download. It's in this content and examples folder that you can download from the website. It's also on the DVD or the CD installer disk for the software. The background we're going to look at is this one down here. It was actually painted entirely in TVPaint, and it's set up to do a multiplane camera move, so you can look at the file and it gives you a better idea of how the different layers are set up. On the TVPaint website, there are other project files that you can find which are very helpful. This film, Journey Through Creativity, was made to celebrate their 25th year in business. There's a making of the film, which is very informative as well. But then down here at the bottom, you can load or download the project files from the film, which show you how the film was animated, how the backgrounds were painted, how the camera moves were applied. So it's very, very informative to get a better sense of how the software works and the possibilities that you have for many different, very, very elaborate scenes that can be set up or simple scenes. So you should definitely check that out on the TVPaint website. So let's take a look at this background that is included in the contents and examples. I'll just click each plane off and on so you can see how this was set up. All of this was painted directly in TVPaint. You can use it to paint backgrounds just like you would in Photoshop or Corel Painter or any other type of painting application. This is something that people don't always realize, that it's not just for animation, but you can actually do full color rendered paintings and illustrations. So this is how it's set up. And again, we're going to use these as the source layers on our multiplane move. So let me turn these off for now. And I'm going to show you this move already rendered. I'll scrub through it here. See if you can see that the distant planes are moving at a slightly different speed than the foreground planes. And now when we add a camera move to that, we set up our camera, and I'll show you the time profile. Watch what happens as we move through this. Camera pans over, it stops here in the middle, hesitates, and then completes its move to the end of this. So when I play that back, that's what it looks like. Again, I'm not sure how well in the screen capture software this is capturing the frame rate, so it may look a little bit choppy. But look at the original source file that I'll be uploading to the class materials, and you can see how the move looks at full resolution. You can also notice that the foreground element was put on a slight blur for a depth of field effect. Okay, I'm going to close out of the camera tool for right now, and I'm going to hide the camera and hide this. Now I've created in the project file a new blank layer, so you can use this to render the move yourself just to see how it works. So let me open the effects stack, and I've already got it loaded in and set up for you. It's in the effects bin. It's this one right here. If you opened it up on the stage, this is what it looks like. I'll expand this a little bit because it's a very large background. But you can see how the different layers are positioned. Now, you could change these. If you wanted to play around with it, you can alter some of these, the distance between some of these planes, just to see, what effect that gives to the movement and the look of the scene. You know, you could move the foreground element further up if you wanted, or just leave it where it is for now. So then you would do the same thing where when you're ready to render it, after you've scrubbed through it to preview the move, how the different planes are reacting, you right click and select all, and then you're going to apply the effect stack on the frames. And that will render everything, the moves on the different layers, as well as the depth of field and the focusing um, distance that has been set. And now after you've finished rendering the movie, you can watch it again in a preview with the camera and see the depth effect that is produced by using the multiplane camera.